an explanation of focusing the mind on specific body parts or on specific conditional factors or on specific transitions or positions means always that you are not just moving and thinking on anything, you are choosing what your goal is and you're focusing on the goal. And this is mentally done, and this is very important because of the character of integrated natural movement. Even if it's an isolated position like this, always has different possibilities to work on. As said, in this position, I can feel my mobility is limited on the hip. So this is a body part and this is a conditional factor. So when I focus with my mind on this body part, I get much more effect into this as if I'm doing this movement and just not focusing on myself. Yeah? This can be immediately be felt. Yeah? So I can focus in a position on a body part and a conditional factor like mobility. Yeah? The same here. I can focus on my knee. I can focus on my ankle. I can focus on the stability of my spine. I feel, okay, it's hard for me to get into this direction. It's much easier for me to get into this direction. So I give it a bit more emphasis, a bit more adaptation time here on this side. Yeah. So this is the mental focus. The mental focus is very important, not just for working on this conditional factors and body parts, but also in the tension and relaxation between a position and a transition. It means when I'm moving out of a position, I'm really working on the transition. So I try to isolate my spine being stable, isolate my hip being mobile. And I do this as much as possible. It means I don't go forward like already lose the stability of my spine. I'm getting forward with a aligned spine and feel that as long as I keep my spine under control, the more I have mobility adaptation or mobility work in my hip joint. So in the movement, I can focus on a specific function. Yeah. Like this. Okay, so now I'm moving into the tall kneeling. Yeah. I feel the strength of my thighs. From the stability, static stability, it becomes dynamic stability, also equals the beginning of strength. And getting into a balanced situation. So with your mind, you feel, okay, this is a bit more unstable. Instability needs stability. My only stability is my alignment and my points of support. So if I want stability to move on, I need to make my points of support stronger. And with this, I can press into the point of support. This is also something that can just be done by mindful focusing on it. Yeah? If I would move without any focus, it would look like this. Yeah? Maybe a bit unstable. Yeah? Like this. If I'm focusing on the point of support, it becomes slower, it becomes more controlled. I feel that my foot, for example, plays a big role in the stability. Yeah? And I can also feel that this position, for example, is working on the stability of my ankle. Yeah? So I'm really consciously using the points of support as an emphasized help for moving through the transition. Feeling my balance is not very good. Feeling that my body wants to counterbalance with the arms. Using this counterbalancing for working on a pattern in an aligned state and not in a non-aligned state. Because at the beginning we always work on alignment, and if alignment is established, we can start to non-align, to be variable and adaptable in any movement. So this is the mental focus. The mental focus is also possible to apply to the breathing. And the rule of thumb or the information out of is how much information a human is able to process. It's a maximum of 3. So what you could do is you just concentrate on 3 things. That means when you do the movement, I concentrate on my hip, I concentrate on my hip mobility, and I concentrate on my breathing. That means I'm just working on this part, because when I go forward already, there's a lot of stability in it. But I want to emphasize on mobility, hip, and breathing. So getting down, breathing out, getting into the end range of the movement possibility of the hip, being in the position, relax for the action, breathing in again. Breathing out in the position, breathing in again, in the action down. Also possible to breathe out in the sitting position, breathe in the get up, breathe out in the get down. You can also use the possibilities of breathing and movement connection for either relaxation connected to exhalation or tension connected to inhalation. And you can use this just through mental focus, because you need to distribute it correctly to improve body parts, conditional factors, and the movement in general.